being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
And at that moment, Momosuke suddenly became Noah's favorite. Now the stunning conclusion. Welcome back. Ooh, everyone's. Oh, I guess not everyone's here. Seems the voting is finished. Let's see the what? Who we chose? No, we haven't voted yet.
What are you saying?
Yeah, voting time hasn't happened. Yeah. Yes, it has. Don't you remember? No, you're the one who doesn't remember. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
The hell you
No,
saying?
we can't just skip to chapter 3. Who killed Rantaro? We already know. That was chapter 1. That was the most confusing BS that I've... Resume. Welcome back, everyone. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna see who killed our good friend, Ryoma.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Yeah, oh, look, he even has a little X. I didn't notice that before.
Back to square one.
Sad. But 100% we are back to square one. Who's... I thought I was rooting for circles.
They wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
Square?
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
I don't know what movie they're talking about.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
Thank you, Momosuke. Ooh boy. Look, here we go. So we're believing
We
that
shouldn't
lie.
listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
It could be Kokichi, I guess. It could be anybody. It could be absolutely anybody.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
Right?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
That's a lie. You are a liar.
More ones.
The biggest
talk.
one. Yes.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
Yes, we will.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab.
And you let him in?
He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Okay.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
Yes.
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
That is correct.
Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
Because that is completely something that could have happened.
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
That's true.
Maki
didn't
admitted
even
earlier
look.
that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
Did he check with everyone else?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
Right.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
I don't know.
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Probably freaking... Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. You didn't know, you didn't know. You didn't know, you didn't know. You, I think, knew.
It's you!
Because you gathered all of them.
That would be Kokichi.
Should be. Because I even got to get the ones that belong to the people who aren't here. Okay. So there we go.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When males get this quiet, they're
They're
either
either
caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Not dirty
What happened
thoughts,
then,
dirty
Maki?
thoughts.
After Ryoma asked you for his motive video.
You said no, right?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Huh. Wow. That was sweet.
Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
No. I don't think she is. Look at her.
And then what happened?
I assume he went to
I
get
don't
it.
know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video.
That's fair.
When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return.
I didn't want to see it.
But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
Huh. So they did get each
You
other.
don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then.
Huh.
Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
You are still suspects.
If that story is true.
I'm willing to believe that story.
True.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
That is also very fair.
Suspected? What for?
For killing him. Because you would have been the last one to see
Kirumi
him.
said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos.
Yep.
That's pretty fishy, right?
Right?
So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
And that is totally believable.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
To be suspected of
It is
murder.
quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Say la vie.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Those who believe shall be saved.
And then some people still aren't
No,
going to
we
believe.
need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Sounds like we're going to split up.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
That's true.
Huh? What now?
Because you know.
You never answered my question.
Right. You just stayed silent.
Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
It's very important.
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma,
Then.
it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
But if he didn't,
I
then
see.
it's very unlikely.
Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I
Oh,
want
the
the
truth.
truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
Did you? Come
I
on.
said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die,
Then you better tell us the
tell
truth.
the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki.
It's true.
Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma,
Here we go.
Just as I thought.
Yeah.
but that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
Except for his own, I bet.
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
Okay.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki.
Right.
That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
That makes
No.
sense.
We
We
cannot
can't be
be too
sure
sure
about
about
that yet.
that yet.
We can't. But I do believe it's true.
Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
Yes, it does. We actually do have a bullet for
So
that
you
now.
still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely.
That's fine. It's okay,
Because
Kurumi.
everyone's lives are at stake.
That's fine.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
Sounds like we're split up.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No. This is a world of lies and betrayal.
Oh, you're such a Debbie Downer. A Himiko Downer.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things.
See, look at you. You're already depressing old Tinko. And she is
I
always...
find Maki's
I
testimony
don't know.
suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
I think it's true.
This is difficult to determine.
Split them up.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
That's also fair, though.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime.
Let's do it. Let's split up.
I'm telling the truth.
Shuichi. Is it a lie or a not lie? This is the turning point. This will change the fate. And I said I would believe in Kaito, then that means I have to believe in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change this argument. Well, where this argument is going, just like Kaede.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. No, we didn't see them. Nope.
I'll reveal the truth.
Okay. We just lied. Whoops daisy.
I might not be able to prove they met,
But I can prove that she wasn't
Maki
alone.
wasn't alone.
Oh, please explain.
Ooh.
Well, Kaito and I trained together every night.
Ah.
And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet,
We
we started late.
late.
Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Suspicious.
we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
Mm-hmm.
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one.
Yep.
But now that I think about it,
It
must have been Ryoma.
What?
Wait, Ryoma or Ryoma? Come on, guys.
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Yeah. Oh, look at you lying to you.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices,
And that means
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
we lied. Whoopsie-doo-doo-doo.
Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now,
I
I didn't think it was relevant.
True.
I had no reason to bring it up.
Fair.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That's true. It's just a cool.
That is true.
We don't know for
If I
certain.
knew for certain, I would have said so sooner.
Yeah. Ah, that's a good lie.
Considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct?
So it must have been him.
him.
Fair. He's the only one who can't say that that
Nobody
didn't
say
happen.
you suddenly remember talking to Maki.
It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time?
No.
If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked.
We were doing squats. You don't
You're
interrupt
still
a
part
squat
of a killing
session.
game after all.
That's fair.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face?
Because we might be lying and you're standing
That was
right
my
next to
bad,
it.
but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know?
Right, Gonta? Right?
I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Right?
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
There we go.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
Glorious.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that?
We sure are.
But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Also true.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
Luckily, we're some pretty good liars,
Unless
eh?
he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
I do. I just want to
That's
see
right.
Kaede again.
You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too.
Everyone, just come on, join my side, so I can lie in the future too.
Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
It's not wrong.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Don't do that. I know you know that I'm lying, but
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime.
okay.
In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
That's true. That means like half of our truth
So-
bullets are stupid.
Everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started.
What a
What
pain.
a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
Okay.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
That makes everything much more
The
clear.
gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning.
But
That's
They
not
were there.
possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
no, that's wrong.
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
We do.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
In the morning. So it couldn't have been at nighttime. And if it couldn't have been the morning after, that
The
means...
only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Yeah,
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime,
it's
dick
not.
cheese?
Okay, that's fair. Calm yourself.
Dick cheese?
Yeah, I don't know. I just disregarded. I think she said it
That's the
before.
only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
Improbable.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
That sounds like you should be able to slip by you.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Right?
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Kimiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
Oh,
I don't even play baseball.
that's true. So always strike
But we
out
can't
then.
disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Okay.
Calm down, everyone. Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your
There we go.
arguments.
So was it moved
Disagreement?
at night or the morning?
What? A disagreement?
I think in the morning we all would have noticed
Then
the freaking
the
thing.
Ultimate Academy is
Yeah, I understand. You're gonna do your thing. It's gonna be like, hey, we're gonna go. Yeah, it seems our opinions. All right, facts become clear. All I can do is make them accept them. Okay, that's great. If I can't get to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Okay. The next morning versus during nighttime. Let's go.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
Go.
I was in front of the gym with the others before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
No. Shoot.
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Got him. Got him.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Go.
Kaito. Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
Got him.
The piranha tank is too far.
I've got this!
Shoot him.
You
It's all
might
me.
be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
But pool next to gym also.
No. Try again.
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But
All right.
should we trust
Tenko!
Doesn't matter. It's the last one.
Because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
There we go. Okay. What am I doing? What button? Oh, I see an LB. The button pressing of a god. Alright. So now we all agree.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could.
Yes.
I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
Okay.
That window's higher than the piranha tank.
You can even see the other window
Close
from right
by.
here.
Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
Ooh.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Yeah.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window. The window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma
Okay.
was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
That's fair. I believe him.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
It does. It's going to state of
They
mind.
used the ladder in the gym. You
I guess,
tested
maybe.
it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right? So the
They went from the
culprit
other
just
side.
needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, that it wouldn't work on the other side. It's not possible. The ladder doesn't reach the window.
That's it! The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you use the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it.
No, it does not.
The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage.
Unless you're like a Jeff Hardy and you're just like the king of ladder
There is
matches.
nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct?
Yes.
If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side,
Wouldn't
we
it have
wouldn't
been
have found
found?
it in the
Yeah,
gym.
That's fair.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Also, you couldn't reach it.
Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
That's too convenient,
Gentlemen
guys.
not throw dead bodies. Or
Or
ladders.
ladders. Well, I mean, some people in the WWE are gentlemen, man, and, you know, they throw ladders all the time. Maybe you should look into that.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Fair.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Oh?
Sorry, you're right.
What?
You didn't need to apologize.
You
Gonta.
didn't.
How the culprit moved the body from the window?
Should be simple.
You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you know?
Do you have the answer then?
But of course.
Okay.
Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
Oh, so you're just gonna leave it on me then?
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
I do.
Seriously?
Come on, dude.
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
No, fair. You did.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for.
I mean, it's true. We do have to figure it out.
Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
Are we just gonna be thinking?
I know. I have to do something, but...
What? I haven't figured it out yet. Oh, is this gonna be the car thing? Car game? Am I really not good enough? Am I... No, you can't. You can't do this. You can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
I think it does.
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it.
That's fair.
We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where
He was killed. That's accurate.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes.
Not wrong.
That's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found.
We don't even know where he was
When we
killed.
should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet?
I don't know. That's
Perhaps
strange.
the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Ooh, that's also
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
clearly. Come on, Gonta. It's not as if everyone wants us to find the truth. That's true. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Who's Nino?
Himikawa under the bridge?
Himikawa? We can determine where this all started. We can determine how it ended. It's much too soon to quit. It hasn't just begun.
Thank you, Maki.
This has been
That was a helpful
while.
insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Okay. Harsh. yeah. That's how I felt. That's how my my heart sank for you, man.
First,
Mark
let's
to the file.
establish the
This
crime
one.
scene.
Piece of black fabric.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
Fabric.
First,
Let's establish the crime scene. Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma? But the cause of death was
Drowning.
there's nothing in his room
That could
collect enough water.
Doesn't he?
Drowning toilets, impossible.
We should get places where...
Whoa.
That's wrong! The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Could not have been. Okay.
No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Right.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object.
Oh.
But if a living person entered the pool,
That's kind of rude. A dead body is just an object. I mean, I
I
guess.
think I might cry.
Oh.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
Oh. Okay.
And the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Oh.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
There's probably some reference there.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
And at that moment, Monosuke suddenly became Noah's favorite.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Yes.
Where was
Oh,
Ryoma
boy.
killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Yes, that sink. It's killed. I know there's some sort of clue. So we want this one.
This is it!
Sure is. I know that's it.
The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Right. And those
Scratch
match the
marks on the
handcuffs and
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
by what? Oh. Oh. Oh my. Let me see. Huh? Do I think it was caused by handcuffs? Maybe? I guess so.
This is it!
Yeah. It was either that or the tennis
Handcuffs.
rope.
They were scratched as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
Bingo. The sink. If the scratches
There's
matches,
also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab.
someone's gonna be like, well, why were there handcuffs in his
The
lab?
marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room.
Mhm.
The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
So is that like a struggle, or
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
because
They were
Ryoma was
on,
wearing
yeah.
them, right?
duh?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Right. You could see him, and then it got 8. Rest in peace.
I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
That's my
The
boy Kibo.
handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
Do they not like the taste of... They need some iron in their diet, man.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Drowned in his own sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
You're gonna make the pink one vomit.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
Or maybe also Tenko vomit.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Gonna make me vomit too.
Stop! Please stop!
I'm with
But
you.
how did Culprit handcuff Ryoma?
That doesn't sound too difficult.
He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
That's fair.
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him.
And I think that's consistent with the crack on his skull.
Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bone.
No, that's how we can perfectly be sure.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by...
Bye.
Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to my...
No.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
Yes. Okay.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Easily. It was a big thing. He was a small man.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
Thanks for being the last one to agree.
But how did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there?
They didn't.
Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
Mm-hmm.
It's
And the gym
actually
it is
not
on.
far at all.
There you go.
Although
Shuichi's already got
perhaps
this,
it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
There we go. My boy.
Was there a shortcut?
There sure was. Oh, okay. Yes, confirm.
There!
The cursor was basically on top of it because it was center screen.
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
Sure.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open.
Except for that one. To my knowledge. There might be another one.
Except the one in Ryoma's lab.
And I guess
And
technically the
on
one
top
in the
of
gym.
that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window?
Not necessarily just dropped.
Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window.
Mm-hmm. But not
How
thrown.
about mission complete?
Kind of.
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier.
Right.
The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
That's true.
That's right. I apologize. I must go on a journey to reflect on this.
Alright, see you later. Toodaloo.
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
I think I kinda know.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
You're suspicious. You're also not suspicious, I guess. We did learn a lot of information. The case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found. I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor. Yeah. Alright then. Yes, you have to analyze all possible methods, and then we have to do the psych taxi. Alright. I'm pretty sure I remember how to do this. Good God, if you get it wrong, something bad happens? Well, hopefully, there will also be other cars. I've never witnessed that before. Okay. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Here we go. Come on. Oh God, so don't run into the path, or the walls either. Okay. It was bought from, the body was bought from where? That's his lab. Lab window. Why would it be a lab door? At 205 kilometers per hour, not even miles. Oh, here we go. This is so much better than freaking Psychic Snowboard. I have not been paying attention to the billboards. Just pictures of Andy. And this should be from the gym window, right? Now we're at 208 kilometers. Rip. Good. And I assume one of them's gonna be like, it was swung there. The final thinking time. Sit down in the thinking chair and think. No. Cause when we lose our mind, take a step at a time, we can do anything. It's not gonna be moved via the pool, from window to window. And at 209 miles per hour. Oh! Oh, did you see the twirl that person did? That was pretty impressive. Do. There's a part where you're like, oh, that's good. It connects. Yeah, the car connected with each and every single one of the passengers. Terrifying. Complete.
I've got it!
Yep.
Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Yeah, I was there literally during the investigation, sir.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
No.
I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
Unless you're going to.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
Ah, he's interrupted
Must have
himself.
used some kind of equipment.
Oh. Maki interrupted. She seems like a clever one.
Equipment?
Yeah.
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
I don't know if it's a swing or like a... Yeah, we're gonna go with this. I wasn't sure if we were going for like a swing or if we're going for a zip line. Kind of.
The rope found behind the gym
because you could like zip line a
could have
dead
been
body
used
with
to
a
connect the windows.
kind of like the handcuffs as the zip line piece.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
But we revealed it.
What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage.
Ooh, okay.
But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
I guess.
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
But then how
Is
does
the
that
rope long
thing
enough
is
to reach
used?
both windows?
That's true.
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
I'm not sure. Did he say?
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet.
Okay.
And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
So you have some...
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
Yep, I was gonna say, and that's pretty much it.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Oh boy.
Wait, who said that?
Oh boy.
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
That is true.
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across.
But they're not.
But they're not.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one
more
more rope.
Clever,
Another
Gunter.
rope. There was only one, though.
Wrong.
Oh, then it impossible.
Impossible.
Sorry.
Gunter. No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as a rope. And that should be close to a bottom. There it is.
This is it!
It sure is. But I still have no idea who.
The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
Mm-hmm.
How long is it?
Pretty long.
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
First, culprit hang rope outside of one window.
Oh.
Then, culprit move to other side.
And hang ropes in there.
And tie cable to other window.
Tie ropes together.
Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Gonta, that was actually a really good
That
job.
helped culprit make one rope that reached both windows.
That was a very good job, Gonta.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
He needs to be praised for that explanation.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Why is everyone so knowledgeable about ropes?
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
You could.
Eureka! I got it!
Oh, here we go. Go
Thomas
ahead.
Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
I can do that. That must be a genius.
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration.
We get it. Just tell us already.
Go for it. And so we can set
Then
it
held
down.
the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan.
I am not totally opposed to that idea.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank.
Fair.
Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
My hero. It's my hero.
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Right.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
That's true. Not just the rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan.
That is true.
The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands.
That I'm not sure about.
But is there really a way to do that?
No.
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
I think so.
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
Your talk of hinting hints? Yeah. You were definitely onto something. Surely the culprit would need to place the body directly into the piranha plant. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would only have had one shot at it, so no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the thing carefully. Meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. But how? And all we know right now is that there was a rope connected to the windows. Oh. They didn't send the body down. They went down themselves like that. And then they placed the body in themselves, got rid of the rope, and landed in the pool. And that scrap of cloth is our only clue to whoever did this. To make that work, they would have had to use something else. What could they have done? Did you figure it out just now? Because I did.
Shuichi, the stage is finally set.
Okay.
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial. It all starts with you.
Okay.
You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event.
Okay.
And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
I don't
You
believe
got
this.
this. After all, you are my sidekick.
I'm suspicious of them
I
again.
believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Sounds like he just doesn't know what's going on. Shuichi, you're so trusting. Okay, yeah, we can. Well, he did pump us up. I think he's just our hype man at this point. And show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something that was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think. Get neutron time. Okay. How do I do this? Ooh, I actually don't know. Yeet. Yeet. Rope. Rope tie? Rope. Rope away. That's what they're trying to say. Okay. Okay. And I just still love the Hangman's Gambit much better now. Ooh. A rope away.
Yes,
okay.
That's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
Okay, okay.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure.
Wow,
Still what I've been
is
saying.
that drain damage or something?
Drain damage. Sounds like you have it.
You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
But we do. But I don't have it in... Ew. Oh, okay. Let's take this. And we'll take... Ooh, okay. I don't think I want that. We'll take that. And we'll take that. I don't think I want that either. We'll take that. Oh, it's right here. So... Needs to be completely revealed. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, we can get rid of those. I can get rid of those. That changes that to that. And, unfortunately, I just need to break that. Oh, man. Okay, none of those are on there, actually. Can I confirm the image now? Sweet. That was a tear and that was an upside down ladder. Okay. Yep.
It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
That's right.
The inner tube?
Sure is.
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side?
Mm-hmm. Some of us don't.
Maybe
Because
the
some of
rope
us
was
didn't see it.
originally tied on both sides.
Right. In which case, you have a ropeway. Just like
the
that.
culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along.
Yep.
The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people.
Figuring things out. There we
The
go.
culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
Who could have thought of that, though? I feel like it might be Kurumi.
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube
You know
to
what?
move the body.
Her outfit is black, too.
Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable, and let them handle the corpse more carefully.
No, but she was with us when this was happening, so it's not her, right?
Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
But it was in the morning,
When you put it like that,
so it could have.
it
It's
certainly
anybody.
sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
Yep.
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
I don't think so.
It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
I don't think so. That's technically exiting the gym.
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
Of course.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Ooh.
Eh?
Yeah.
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Right. Oh no.
Oh, shit!
Oh no.
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
That means this is true.
Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Got him.
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about
Well,
it.
it's too late now.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
That was very clever. Good job, everybody.
Pops?
Oh no. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
So mad he's not saying a word. He always has words to say.
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Not wrong.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Monosuke? Well, I should have known that's how you pronounce it, Monosuke. It's just like Asuka. It's not Asuka. I've probably triggered so many.
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes.
He's gonna be Arcane.
I want us all to get along.
Yeah.
Monodum's right.
Wow.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Oh man. He's gonna get... Yeah.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up?
Oh man.
But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
That means somebody
So
asked.
Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Mm-hmm.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy ass shit!
It is.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily.
No. That's all you would have to
one
do.
must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
And that's all that happened. And then toss that one up
the
there.
rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
I don't know. I
With
don't...
that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Like, I think it's you right now, but I really hope it's not.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
Right.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe
That's
that
curious.
was an accident.
An accident?
As opposed to...
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
And you can't get into the pool.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Because that's against the rules. It's obvious. It's been like water, it was no time, it was nighttime.
That's it!
They couldn't.
Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
Bingo. I still don't know who did it
But
though.
couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Yes. No.
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope,
It would be so difficult.
the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
They didn't
Even
have a
if
pole.
inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Exactly.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Exactly.
Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it?
One of us.
Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
Oh my goodness.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake.
This is the
was
perfect
the perfect crime.
Oh no.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us.
I think so.
Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
She is.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough.
Yeah.
Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Oh no.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Why not? No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
Right.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event.
Oh my goodness.
But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't,
Don't
know
know
yourself.
Exactly.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
I have a hunch. Good idea.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
Yes. What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes.
Oh, sweet.
So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
I think most of us do at this point.
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Okay. Need to believe in my detective work. Well beforehand. Knowing that narrows down the suspects. No. 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 Rest in peace. No. Double rest in peace. No. 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 I think so.
It has to be you.
Yeah. Every time.
There's one more
Every
thing
dang
I
time.
still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
Yeah.
What? Kirumi?
Yes.
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
The suspect.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Of course.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me.
Yes, you did it.
If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
Oh man, that's so
The
believable.
wrong choice?
Ooh.
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision?
What if it is a suicide and like he requested it? Right?
I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? The meet and greet.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Okay.
Edit at nighttime.
Right.
You have no alibi, do you?
We don't.
For nighttime?
Sure.
I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you?
Who would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work.
Right.
But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Could it?
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body.
No, I can't disagree with that.
Shima could have totally shared an inner tube.
Totally could have shared.
Except perhaps Gonta.
Okay. Okay.
I, of
Stay
course,
calm.
am not the culprit.
Right. Let me look at this. No, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
Oh, I wasn't super duper sure about that, but I was like, that feels like it might be right.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
Yeah.
Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
That 5 minutes.
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
Mm-hmm. And you were
That's
at
right.
those
Ryoma's
specific
body
areas.
entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. that could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
Exactly.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
But have you forgotten who she is?
Not enough time for the whole murder,
But enough time to
enough
set it
time
up.
to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
Yeah, that's when I started becoming suspicious of her. When they emphasized that 5 minutes bit, I was like, oh no.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Kumi, I don't want to do this. Just accept it.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just
Just?
a part of your petty imagination.
Wow.
An empty theory created from nihilism.
We're supposed to be friends. Oh, oh man. This sucks. Okay, let's do it. She's all mad. Piece of black fabric.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However,
Great.
the crux of your argument is not but a guess.
Beautiful.
You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative.
Go, 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 go.
When
Beautiful.
you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
There we go. Okay.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
That's fair.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window.
Okay.
But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
That's the wrong thing.
There is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Yes, there is.
I'll cut through your words!
Alright. We're making moves. Well, now that she's denying it like that, I know that it's 100% true.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Yeah.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Yep.
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage.
Wouldn't. But
The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
yeah.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to
That
the window.
someone used a rope to do that. Oh yeah.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi?
Oh no.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Stop.
Is Kirumi quiet cause that's what happened?
Yes. That's Bianca.
Answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
No, yeah, I mean he is.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit.
Oh.
But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
Ooh. For everyone.
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
Ooh.
So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Okay. I don't know where this is coming from. It seems genuine, yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. Am I wrong? Is she innocent? I'm not I don't... No, you're wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Thank you. That's the question we need to be asking. Yeah.
I've just got a weird feeling about this.
Yeah.
When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us.
Right.
It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Like whoever was in her motive video.
Someone who isn't here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, so looks like you spoke too
Someone
much.
outside of the academy?
Looks like you spoke too much.
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Duh, I said that a while ago that someone saw their own motive.
Huh?
Someone got
The
theirs
motive
matched up
video?
perfectly.
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Yep.
Is that true?
Yep. It's quite possible for someone to accidentally get their own.
I am so sorry for making such a mess.
Oh, here we go.
Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
What?
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about.
Is?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really.
I don't believe that.
So please believe me. I am not the culprit.
Wrong.
I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die.
This is wrong.
Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid.
It was fine when you were talking about everyone, but when you brought in Kaede, that's where I draw the line. Let's go. You're done. You're out of my book.
Everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
No, I definitely don't.
Kirumi.
Don't believe it.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit?
I'm positive
Maybe
now.
it's... Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
Positive.
How rude.
I'm sure.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Well, let me do the final thing.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
I know she did, and now
She
I'm
really
against
is
it.
like a mom.
Uh-huh, a mom who killed her son.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
And you, sir, I think you're a creep, but you know what? You always bring up some valuable point in these trials.
You really are screwed up.
No, he's not wrong, though. That's a distinct
Screwed up
possibility.
from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Don't gang up on him, you guys. Shuichi is...
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
No.
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct?
Kind
but
of.
You cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof.
There's something that I'm
It
forgetting
is still
about.
possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis.
Yeah, they
could
do.
have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
I suppose.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
But no, you're the only one.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Stop.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
You are all getting played again. Just like last time.
Maybe we should think it over one more time.
No, that's wrong.
I made a promise.
Oh, Shuichi, let's go.
As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
Let's go. They're scared. They are. Let's do it.
So you still believe I am the culprit?
I don't believe it. I know it.
But there is no evidence to indicate that I am...
Yes, there is.
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
You do.
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body.
And I falsely presented it earlier, but now we're going to present it at the right place.
If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
Sure does.
The final clue?
Oh, don't act
The damning
surprised.
evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Let's do it.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
Because you did it and we made a promise.
Don't you want to protect everyone?
I do. But my everyone, not
I'm
your
doing this
everyone.
because I want to protect everyone.
My boy.
Shuichi.
Yes.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
She's going to be like, just like last time.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not
Now
when I know the truth.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others.
Calm down. We had such a good time talking. Before.
I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Yes, you can.
You can't save anyone!
Oh, you were going wild. No more doubts. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where is it? Where is it? Where's that cloth? Where's that cloth? Shove her down her throat. Go.
This is it!
That's it?
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
Yeah. Oh, you're choked up. It's like 1,000 bees are in your throat right
It's
now.
been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was.
But it's
I thought it was
so
just
simple.
trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely.
Yeah, it's still
Now
bothering
the
you,
class
but now,
trial
yeah.
has come this far. I know for certain.
Tell him what it is.
It's an important piece of the puzzle.
It sure is.
Because like the inner tube, it's evidence the
culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Because they couldn't get it.
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it?
You would.
If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off.
Exactly.
To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to
To
adjust
adjust the
the
speed.
speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what?
And so, what do you think that is?
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
Thanks for pointing it out, Kibo, my boy. K1BO.
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
At least he knows what's going on.
What? Truth.
The truth.
That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No,
Yes, we can.
it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Just go ahead until we can do this tapping at the right rhythm. Finding out how the black fabric fits into this key is the key to everything. I'll make it clear now. Alright. Let's do it. Now look at this.
You are incorrect.
Oh man,
Then me as the culprit.
they really upped the ante this time.
You do not have any evidence.
I do.
You are only providing us with speculation.
Alright, what do we got? Final blow. It's something to do with your gloves.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Go ahead.
piece of fabric
Keep going,
came
keep
from
going.
Kirumi's black glove.
Yes. That I did not piece together until the very end. I was like, this is somewhere from her outfit. She wears all black.
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands,
Mm-hmm.
there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn.
Bingo.
But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
They sure were.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
And
It fell into pool?
sounds like it.
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi.
She's one of the only people to wear
The
gloves.
gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
I take it too.
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now.
They sure are.
We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Go ahead. Let's do it.
Well, Kirumi,
Looks like
will
you're
you allow us to
cornered.
compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
There is no need. I am sorry.
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Do you need a moist towelette? Maybe a handkerchief?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
Gonta, are you... Kurumi did it. That's what's wrong. You see, I would have been sad because I like Kurumi a lot. But then she brought up Kaede, and I was like, you're done. You say the K word, you're done. Sympathy gone. 0. Let's get to the execution. In the end, I'm just like them, I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her though. She thought things through to the end. She faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. And this is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
And that means it's time to make a comic book. Let's go. And that means that last one is right here, which means, ladies and gentlemen, it's story time.
This is the truth of the
Sped
case.
through that. That was the quickest I've ever done a closing argument.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed.
That's right.
Of course,
we did.
It was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly.
She did it, because she's real magic.
But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him.
Luckily, I didn't have to do any of this.
Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body.
R.I.P. in peace.
And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing.
Rest in peace.
That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic.
You know, at the very beginning, I think I said something like, it's definitely somebody who's in the gym. Everyone else is just, they probably are perfectly fine. Ooh.
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process.
Oh my.
In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:50 while preparing for the show in the gym. The culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank.
Or they could have just bought it down.
And removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
There we go.
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame.
Mm-hmm.
The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab.
I guess you wouldn't be able to say no to Kurumi. Ooh.
All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder.
Yeah.
First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
That's what the crack was. I don't know why that wasn't, like, consistent.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
And that's how he died.
from the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed.
That was all very well planned.
The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool.
But they didn't replace it.
And then,
You should have thought about that.
They connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope.
Yep.
After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube,
What was this length of? I guess it didn't matter. It
they
was just
hung
on
the
it.
inner tube on the rope connecting the windows.
And there we go.
That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body.
Shuichi,
An impressive
brilliant son
premeditated
of a gun.
murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
Number one,
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake.
and that break was a glove.
They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves.
I think she could have just dealt with the rope burn and then put her gloves back on. No one would have noticed. And it would have left nothing. Ultimate maid.
But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool.
What a shame.
Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated,
But
it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake.
2 mistakes, gosh, Kurumi.
One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave 2 key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
I'm peeved.
Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
You shouldn't. Just accept it.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi.
Mm-hmm.
My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive.
And?
But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Yes.
Kirumi.
I mean...
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available.
Why weren't there?
Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic.
Wow.
But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
There were no gloves.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
That's true.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
No, wrong.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodam, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
Oh, look at all of them. Well, time to vote. Kaede. Who we got? Where is she? Oh, look, there's even little cheeses there. I kind of want to take the time to look at everybody's, oh, okay. Everybody's little sprite. Oh, he's dead, but, you know, that's fine. But, yeah, I forgot, yours is a little bit spooky. That's nice, that's nice, that's cool, that's epic. I'm awesome. That's great. Alright, let's go ahead and vote. Please wait. Announcement? Oh, I wonder what it is. Let's look at the big screen.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the results.
Don't mind if I do. It looks like one person voted for I'm assuming Kurumi voted for Shuichi. Last time it was...
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
I guess it's a decent suspicion that we would be a culprit. We're the only other person I suspect. I guess we kind of wear all black. And... Yep. Tojo. I can't lie. I did very good this time. Front and center.
Oh my!
Of course we all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kurumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Bravo! Bravo!
Thank goodness.
We all managed to get through the class trial again.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this. I have to agree. Why? Why did it have to be Kurumi? Truly, this result was unexpected. I kind of I didn't actually really suspect it too much. Not really. I didn't.
Wait!
How can you all be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gonta no can believe it. Kurumi was so hopeful for everyone. Same Kurumi is also culpable.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us? That's a good question.
The truth is
that why you took such good care of everyone? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom? R.I.P. in peace. She never was.
Damn it.
Tell us. Were you always thinking about everyone around you? How could you? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. And that's why they hate humans. They burn down forests we call home, pollute the rivers that we drink from. You guys are robots.
No way!
Isn't that a reason to destroy them? Some humans are... Is that really a reason to destroy them? Some are really nice.
Shut up!
Enough with the commentary already. That's just proving the first one's argument.
Say.
Well, Kurumi, were your feelings toward us simply another falsehood?
No.
No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was another lie too, right?
No.
I don't think so. I still believe Kurumi cares about us.
What?
And how would you know? Can't say for certain, but I can sense this trial has been agonizing for her. Can't say for certain, That is what a detective would say. Are you upset? No, it does. I don't think so. Because of the people important to you. I mean, like the motive video. She did watch hers. Kurumi mentioned that she accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video.
What's wrong?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Oh, she's a lost maid. So if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Regret.
Damn.
Just do it so we can regret it. Regret. Preach. So please.
Understood.
You're all so desperate to
I
know.
shall take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything. Preach.
Well, you know.
No more lies then, you better just tell us the truth, please and thank you.
Yes,
Yes, I understand.
that is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered him was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. That means someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was
What
you.
are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their
May
eyes?
I?
That won't be necessary because I did not trade her motive video with anyone. She had her own. You didn't trade it with anyone. How'd you see yours?
Hey.
Yep, received her own motive video. That's possible. Because random chance you got it.
What's going on?
It is possible. It's very much possible. I meant to bring this up for a while because it's been bugging them. All this talk about videos being switched, what exactly does that mean? Don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, he didn't. What? Oh, was I not supposed to ask? Did you cubs grow up again? Sure did.
Huh?
Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monotara's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. I didn't know Monotara should have checked the names too. Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No.
No, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. That seems I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Daddy!
Wow.
Hey,
Not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for what a good parent. I'm surprised.
Father!
Hey.
Actually Dad of the Year. Thank goodness. What the heck is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid!
You're all idiots and I'm getting along with you dummy bears. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see.
Yes, they exactly at random, and then there's a perfectly good chance. Bad luck. Who's the ultimate lucky student? None of them? None of them.
Oh, I see.
So you watched your video without knowing why it was given to you. What was in your video?
What's wrong?
You promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
Preach. I would tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we just all watch it together?
that's right.
That would be much better. Let's do it. How thorough of you, yet I suppose it is better this way. Perhaps the truth would be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After she spoke it, the Monocubs begin playing the video. Oh boy. Here we go.
All right! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video!
Sweet.
Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado,
Who is it?
Hirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
True.
With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day,
Okay.
she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister.
That looks a lot like Shinsuke Nakamura.
The Prime Minister
That might
had a
have been racist.
request of utmost importance.
Preach.
He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country.
And?
He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her.
They did not. They didn't just... Oh man, oh. Whew. I'm gonna keep going, but whew. That ticked me
No
off.
one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country. And over
Okay.
time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only
Okay.
Kirumi could save the country from impending doom.
Oh.
Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders.
Ew.
But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill.
Oh.
She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life.
Ooh.
Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people,
Oh.
an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple.
Ew, no.
What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Well, with her, everyone else is gone too. Yeah, Shuichi. It is.
What?
The Prime Minister. Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
Wait!
Please hold on, that video is true? That's ridiculous. There's no way. There's no
I do
way.
not agree.
No, it's the truth. I am Kirumi Toho, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my selfless
are the
devotion.
citizens of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation.
Oh man.
I swore to serve and help all its citizens.
Oh boy.
As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past.
Mm.
But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis.
Oh,
I
boy.
fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
Not anymore.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the crap out of me because this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump.
I see.
So Kurumi was the real Prime Minister running the country behind the scenes. How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could become
You
Prime
really
Minister?
don't get it.
I don't think it's that odd. An ultimate level talent could be that powerful. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be a human, even though he's a heartless robot. Jesus. He's still learning. Well, good luck, I guess. I mean, what do you mean, good luck? Oh, good luck
Incredible.
learning. Okay. I was aware of Kurumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister. Then Kurumi really is Prime Minister. She holds burden of country's future.
Actually,
Kurumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that. Yeah.
yoo-hoo!
I get that she was really important, but what was that
I do not
unprecedented
know.
crisis? You don't know. Why can't I remember? Because of the Monokuma. If our memory is lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it's connected to it.
Huh?
The Ultimate Hunt is connected to the unprecedented crisis facing the nation. Ugh. If that's true, how are they connected?
I do
What
not
is
know.
it? I do not know what is happening to the nation while I'm here inside the end wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know that most important people in my life were safe.
This is my selfless devotion.
Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation. Look at her. A true patriot.
My apologies.
That's why I needed to escape.
If
I understand.
so-
So you weigh our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. Those are our options. You pick everyone else outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake. And we just stopped Kurumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't
I don't know if we just made a terrible mistake. We might have. If everyone outside dies because Kurumi is dead,
Why?
doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? We did. You're all terrorists. So, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in, like, a country? Like 100 million in that country.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
I believe them.
Bears do not lie.
I believe them.
Hey,
I'm the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond his power. Nothing is beyond your power. What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country. Oh, you don't know his past, man.
What are you trying to pull?
Why is that so funny?
Cuz.
You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway.
Shing.
If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do you guys lie? They're the only animal that tells lies. That's true. Oh boy.
Shut up!
Cut that out, this is serious.
Oh?
Why are you keep talking about Kurumi?
Dang it!
Talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him. I guess.
Oh, I see.
That's right, we want to know your motive to kill him. Why him specifically? Because he was easy to kill. Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Weird!
He's not weak. He could have gotten away.
I do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
With that, without that, he became the weakest among us. Wow. Took advantage of his weakness and killed him. Yeah, it's pretty clear. You told him that he had an urgent matter to discuss and to meet him on the 3rd floor. Anyone else? Then you revealed the motive video. Afterwards, you told him,
correct.
I am responsible for every citizen of the nation till I must escape. Then he responded,
Got it.
so you had a reason to survive, the completely opposite of me. That's a good reason. If you've got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me.
Oh.
At that moment, my determination solidified.
Oh my goodness.
A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating.
He already knew.
Already knew.
Yeah.
He forfeited his life right then and there.
Yeah, he did.
That is correct.
That's when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. He knew he was gonna get killed. Man. So it's Maki's fault. The Ryoma didn't want to... What? Why?
What?
How?
Because...
He only gave up... Oh, after you showed him his motive video, I guess. Since you didn't want to watch his, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What is your point?
Wait!
You're talking as if he saw that motive video. Didn't you just say he only checked... No, you only checked the ones not watched them? Yeah, you did say that, but I guess you watched all of them.
Well, you know...
Probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor
I
Ryoma.
told you.
He gave up on life because I showed him... Continue. Get to that in a second. Why do you think that Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason.
Why?
How do you know that? Because he didn't have one.
What?
Didn't we agree not to show them to each other?
Yeah.
I remember, because once you watch him, you got a motive for kill.
But
if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who will be in the video?
no.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Fair. Once I've got someone important, I have a reason to live. Oh.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I have a reason to escape here with you
In other
guys.
words.
The video might give him a motive to live. Oh. And that's why you let him see it.
That's true.
He was looking for a reason to live.
No.
Which means you shouldn't have shown it in the first place, I guess.
Hey!
What did it show?
Huh?
Okie dokie.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
That's
Who's
fine.
the most important This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry.
Wow.
Always
Wow.
messing around.
Yeah, he would have no reason. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he let Kurumi claim his
I
life.
see.
Yeah. He must have watched that before I summoned him with him. It was just all...
Can't be.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
And now it's really sad. At first I was like, well, this isn't gonna get me. That was a kicker. That was really, really sad.
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live. That's why you did such a terrible thing, right? For too many reasons. Yeah. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my people and my nation, myself and my people and my nation and whatever. Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. And that's why you need to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and the elderly.
My apologies.
He wanted to live. And he had no reason to. The contrast. Going to have one question.
Something?
Hey!
Can Gonta have Blackened instead of Kurumi? Oh.
Huh?
What?
Gonta.
Not smart boy. But even Gonta understands what everyone's saying. Kurumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. Oh man. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kurumi's life is way more. Oh my goodness. Hundreds of millions on our shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kurumi's survival will result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
Jeez.
Maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
If Kurumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. And what was the point of you doing all of this? I know. Why did you reveal the truth? What have you done? We made a promise. We made a promise. I shouldn't have.
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that? Suck it up.
Huh?
Thank you, Kaito.
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To heck with this value of life garbo.
Alright!
Life's not just something... It's not just something. You can't trade it or put a price on it. He's not wrong.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, your neighbors.
I mean...
It's not something you just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything is possible. You can even go to the stars. You should be a motivational speaker.
Course.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in heck I'm gonna die here. The idiot's talking again. She digs you, Kaito. I'm telling you. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He's an idiot, but he's right.
So divine!
He's an Atu. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration. You mean perspiration.
Shut up!
Stop calling. Yeah, he did.
But...
All throughout the trial. Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kurumi certainly looks shaken by it. Shaken? Ooh.
Because...
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kurumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably knows she still hasn't given up, even now. She's hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her place.
Huh?
Oh my goodness.
But
Monokuma would never allow a Blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it? Oh my god. That's a very terrifying face. You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet you allowed me to explain anyway.
You mean?
You tried to trick Gonsu, you tried to trick everyone. You backstab. I agree. I personally agree.
Cut it out.
Enough. She was trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. She must survive. Because she carries the weight of an entire nation on her shoulders. I would not have killed him if she was so easily deterred. She's right. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this
You
nation.
must live.
So no matter what, she cannot die. Huh? How is she gonna... So what is she gonna do?
See.
Yeah, what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. You must survive no matter what it takes. What are you gonna do? Even if I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
Anything. She screamed and started running. Oh, this is gonna be bad. She's gone nuts. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, undignified.
I won't die here!
She's gonna die. I'm surprised we've never had a runner. You know? Well, there's no way I'm letting you out of here. It was ugly, raw, and feral. She ran just about as fast as she could. I heard my voice call out. Run.
Damn it!
Run, Kurumi, run.
Please run!
Please run.
Hurry!
Damn.
We're all cheering her on. Like I said, I'm not letting you leave. Run. It's not gonna end well.
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Fair.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
Once again, I'm very surprised we've never had a
For
runner.
my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Here we go.
I will not die!
Oh my goodness. Another one bit the dust. The one that I expected to, but still. Oh boy.
Really?
Hi. Oh man, him too?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You'll feel much better afterwards. Monosuke was no different from Mono Kid. He was getting in the way of us all getting along. We don't need him.
Eh?
Don't need him?
Let's get along.
We few remaining Mono Cubs must get
We
along.
are all friends.
No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting
I
along.
will not forgive that.
Even if he not if he knows what's. Oh my goodness. That's terrifying.
Wonderful.
This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monocubs begins now. Oh.
That's nice.
Oh.
They're so
So cute how the little crew is shrunk by one member. Oh my goodness.
They're
Oh yeah.
so freaking cute.
Makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh god. He has some terrible disease.
Horrible.
Okay. Probably not you, actually. What is the time for? Oh yeah, I guess we're morning.
Like that.
Yeah, these have all been especially brutal in compared to the last two games. I don't want to do this anymore. Am I gonna end up like that
I'll
too?
protect you.
Oh. No matter what. I don't want to do... Yeah, I know. I don't think... See? That's the mentality everyone needs to have.
Come on, come on!
Oh, isn't that what a tool
Cause
said?
Atua says so.
Oh, your desire even can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who was corrupt. Yeah, the motive videos.
Yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought.
That's true.
As long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false.
Okay.
That was that must be why Kurumi did not want to show the videos, so that everyone would feel the same murderous rage. Yeah.
Hey, hey!
We really shouldn't. You tried to make us do it.
Of course.
Yes.
However,
I assumed Kokichi would try and show us the videos to get under our skin. That did not come to pass. I think he just wanted to see his. What did she say? That's true. So if you watched it,
Huh?
then you might recall something.
I see.
Had the properties of a flashback light.
What?
Yeah, you remember what the flashback light
Okay.
is. Actually, remember something that she should have forgotten. She should have never forgotten. It's just hard to forget. I'll have the motives to kill, but we'll remember, yeah, probably. That's the case, it's for the best. Not maybe it's for the best. As long as you don't see them, you don't have the motive.
Okay.
Agreed. It's better if we just believe in each other. You speak of everyone's sake as the least believable lie I've ever
That's so
heard.
mean.
Wrong.
It's a lie.
Okay. Maybe Kuruma's final moments have made me change his views.
Because
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta run. That's all you gotta do. Run. And with that, the second trial ended. Yeah. What was the inn Kaito spoke of, and how do we reach it? Maybe Kaito is the mastermind. You wouldn't expect it. Oh, wow. It's blanketed in darkness. I don't think we've ever been outside at night. Should rest. The most rational course of action.
You're right.
Oh. You haven't really been doing
Why
much.
you? I won't forgive you.
I wanna... Thank you.
It'll be okay.
Listen to Atua. So silent.
What's wrong?
Why are you staring up at the sky? Stars are always so pretty.
But
Stars here no different. Not the same ones. They are different. Not the same ones Gonta used to. The position.
Why?
Somewhere far away. I had this thought before that we were taking to just another planet. By the way, Monokuma phrased things. Wiped out already.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey!
What do you have to tell us?
Well,
Won't take long. We'll find out. Later. Because it is storming. And anything can go out just like that.